The city of Winchester is mourning the loss of community hero Sergeant William Marty Jackson. He served the people there for 5 decades. Today, family and friends said goodbye to him. Vasi Prokos reports on how those who knew the former police chief best will remember him.
A life dedicated to serving and protecting others.
He was such a force and such a pillar of the department as far as training and teaching people how to serve their community.
For 50 years, Sergeant William Marty Jackson served the people of Winchester, even coming out of retirement to continue his mission as a sergeant.
It's something you don't see very often, and I don't think it'll be anything we see anytime in the near future with somebody that serves as long as he did.
Current Police Chief James Hall says Marty hired him back in 1999 and made a huge impact on the department.
He was an outstanding police officer. He was a role model for other officers, just in the way that he performed his duties. Quiet perseverance is the way he was. He wasn't loud, he wasn't boisterous, but you knew when he entered the room that he commanded respect. And but just the service that he provided for Winchester, that's what our officers need to model their careers after.
Ed Bertner, the former mayor of Winchester, was one of many to say goodbye. He says he had the chance to know Sergeant Jackson through the job, but eventually it turned into a friendship.
He was a good friend, and he was somebody that you could talk to and have a conversation with and truly do in confidence.
Jackson was Winchester Police Chief from 1989 until 2008. Bertner says he went out of his way to get the job done.
People talk about 24/7 in terms of total commitment of service. With Marty, it was 25/8. He was a true public servant, and he would do anything and everything that he could possibly do if you were in need.
Now Chief Hall says he only hopes that new officers will follow in Marty's footsteps.
Our goal is to continue to serve the community as Marty would serve it. That's one way that we can teach the new officers as they come in and the new staff as they come in. For us that knew Marty and knew how he worked and how he lived his life, to live in that way and work that way.
In Winchester, Vasi Prokos, Fox 56 News.